What's up, everyone? It's Tony here with Nerds Never Sleep, bringing you another weekly roundup. Definitely went Marvel heavy this week, and guy focused this week too. Two things don't usually happen over here. For those of you who have been taking shots and asking where the boys are, well, here you go. We got a lot of them, a lot of variety. We do have one female character this week. We went with Wasp, on Wednesday because, just kind of one of my favorites, as far as the Avengers lines. So, but yeah, this week I took another week off from the usual. Obviously, if you follow the page, Mondays I have Miku Monday or My Hero Monday. Tuesdays is Twin Tuesday, which is focused on ReZero. Wednesdays is Waifu Wednesday, so anything goes there as long as it's a female character. Thursdays are Reincarnated on a Thursday for, obviously, Slime. Figure Friday is something I just kind of changed to a little more recently, where I can just highlight anything. Other than that, I was doing Fate Friday from the Fate series of anime, and then Saturdays I typically do Sword Art, Demon Slayer, or Sailor Moon Saturdays. So, last week I went with kind of a best of, where I took a couple of my favorites, and then the majority of them were videos and reels and things like that had the most interactions, the most view counts, the most likes, stuff like that. And even though I didn't agree with a lot of those being the best, I highlighted those because they were what you all checked out the most. So, there were a couple things I threw into the mix, like Shion's freeing Bunny Girl, that even after reposting her got no traction. I don't know what it is, but for some reason when I post Bunny Girls, nobody cares. But I could post Wolverine and I got a ton of viewers watching that stuff. So, that's fine. It is what it is. I know there's quite a few amazing channels that I follow that highlight the Bunny Girls and stuff like that. And, it's not my main focus, but I do have quite a bit of them now. So, it's something I'm focusing on. But, this week I did majority, I think everything is from Iron Studios, and they're all 1/10 scale. I went with, 3 from Avengers from the MCU, and I went with actually 3 from their X-Men line. So pretty cool, it evened out well. Wasp actually is from the Ant-Man and the Wasp line, which just had her and Ant-Man. But that actually carried over into the Endgame when they re-released them. Sorry. They re-released the 2 of those during the Endgame line of statues, which is what Black Panther and this version of Starlord are from. And obviously, the X-Men are from the Sentinel Battle Diorama series, which is just something I highlight a lot on this channel. So they're some of my favorite pieces. And then I did kind of a bonus video where I highlighted a sideshow piece, just a quick little snippet of J. Scott Campbell's Spider-Man and Mary Jane, which I did an unboxing on this channel for as well. So kind of had a little extra spot, but no room on the table for the larger piece. So they're sitting up there still. Anyways, had a lot of amazing pieces. Couple of them I have some issues with, and I will put them out there for you. Just a full disclaimer, if you are looking to purchase these. As far as Starlord, his Endgame statue, looks amazing. This piece is so cool. I love everything about this. The dynamic, it's just great. It has a dynamic action to it. I love it. The gun's going off. His helmet looks great. His suit has like a dirt effect to it. I love it. It looks so good. My gripe is that if he is not on a completely flat surface, he will topple. I've had it with 2 of them. 2 of them now. I've exchanged them twice, and it still had the same issue because of the lean of it. He has to be on a stable surface, so it has to be a flat surface. I put him on this table before, And because I have the mat here, he actually was starting to kind of topple. He wasn't toppling altogether, but I didn't want to risk it, so obviously elevated him up on the turntable here. Not a huge gripe, obviously, because you are going to display him probably in a shelf, on a shelf or a table, whatever. So he will stay just fine. And then Black Panther Deluxe from Endgame, and it's a universal thing that I have not come across anybody who has not had this issue. When you put his glove or his hand holding the gauntlet in, it does not stay very well, and it does not fit very flush to his wrist joint here. Found a workaround to it, just some little black tack putty. Put it in a little gap right there. You never notice it. The only problem is now trying to get it back out. It was something that I did not like about this one, just because the hand comes off for the deluxe, the standard hand, and you can replace it with this gauntlet hand. Well, most of these use magnets. About 90% of them, they use magnets and pegs. Black Panther's hand now is hanging, right? It's hanging, and it has weight hanging from it. There is no magnet there to hold it in place. It's a peg. And that peg does not sit all the way in. So there's a chance if this shakes, that gauntlet hand is just going to fall right off. I've had it fall off several times, and I've replaced this 3 times. So it is kind of a design flaw in it. Just giving you guys fair warning if you do search this out, because he is out of print, but it is such an awesome piece. You can get a standard edition of him, and obviously just put his standard hand in there if you don't want him holding the gauntlet. I was at a time swapping them out, but for this video I put the gauntlet in just to show how it looks. Because I obviously have Thanos with the glove on, so in my series I don't need him with the gauntlet. But he is such an amazing piece as well. It's a very good presence to the piece. He's he's kind of perched. He's got the claw marks going down the brick. It's a very cool piece. And Wasp, just one little issue with that, again, solved easily with just some little tack. But her wing, her lower right wing, does not settle into the peg very well. And I'm probably the 8th or 9th person that I know that had the issue with the same exact peg. So again, little putty pops right in there, no problem. Everything can't fit perfectly every time. I get that. But just so you guys know, a little bit of disclaimers with issues I've had. And granted, these aren't universal, so they may not happen to you. But I know quite a few people in forums and groups that I'm in that have had the issues. So I want to let you know, just in case you go, because these are all at scalper prices now at this point. Do not want you to overpay for something and then freak out. It is not a defect with the statue. It's not something you're going to have to get customer support involved in. It's the way these pieces are. Kind of deal with it. X-Men, on the other hand, I got nothing. There's no issues with any of these things. I know in one of my videos with Quicksilver, I had a little bit of issues with him. But problem was solved easily over time. So, yeah. Disclaimers all out of the way, all the nonsense out of the way. All in all, some amazing pieces this week. I'm going to just get right in and show you guys the videos for all these right now so you can take a closer look at them yourself. So let's do that. All right, so that's it for all of these amazing pieces by Iron Studios and Sideshow today. So these are such great quality pieces, and I suggest Iron Studios 110 stuff to a lot of people. On this channel, I do a ton of Iron Studios stuff. I am behind on a lot because obviously, life, working 40, 50, 60 hours a week and kids and all that stuff. But I can highly recommend Iron Studio stuff if you want statues. The prices have gone up, just like everything else, but you get a lot for your money. You get very good quality for your money. Like I said, if you're looking for something like Wolverine now, he was one of the first in the X-Men line, and you're probably going to be looking to pay $300 for him now, which is steep, especially because he retailed at, I think, $175. Gambit, you're going to probably pay around $300 for him too. He was $200, I think, at retail. So, obviously with any collectibles, as time goes on and they've become out of print, you're going to overpay for them. The Avengers lines, the MCU lines, however, have not typically been scalped very hard as far as, upping their retail value. Majority of these you can still get for around retail or even under if you're looking at around a lot. So I know Sideshow has quite a bit of them in stock still. They offer the discount. Some of them have free shipping. I know I just ordered a couple of X-Men from them and they had free shipping going on plus a discount. So it's not often, but it happens. There's a ton of sites. I mean, Iron Studios themselves usually runs a lot of promos. Usually every couple months they have good promos going for them where they give you discounts, free shipping, double points, triple points, stuff like that. So try to buy from, the retailers like that first and then go from there. But I cannot recommend these highly enough. I love these pieces. And I love the fact that even the MCU and the X-Men stuff can actually intertwine with each other pretty good. So I'm very happy with that. The X-Men colors aren't too overly bright and in your face. They actually still kind of fit in if you want to do with the MCU stuff. So very cool. And again, I recommend it to people if you don't have space for or a budget for things like, quarter scale sideshow pieces, stuff like that are running $500, $600. For that $500-$600, you can get 3 or 4 of these pieces and make a whole little diorama and just build it up over time. Like it's something that I do with the Avengers and the MCU line and the X-Men. So you can pick and choose which characters you want, get a high quality piece, and still have it be reasonably budgeted. I know a lot of people are size is important, people, but I'm not. I have a varying degree of collectibles and stuff here that go from 1/3 and 1/4 scale to even probably 1/15 scales. I mean, they're even smaller, but I pick what I like and go with it. So don't be a person who's just like, they're not big, they're not huge pieces, I don't care. Look at this Juggernaut piece and tell me it doesn't, draw attention. Look at things like the Black Panther and tell me it doesn't draw eyes to it. These are amazing pieces. And again, I highly, highly recommend checking them out if you are a fan of Marvel, MCU. They do have DC stuff as well as tons of other IPs going from Iron Studios, and they're all 1/10 scale, so they're easy to display. You can pop them on shelves. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to get giant custom modu cases or anything like that for it. It's just you can put them on small, simple shelves. You can move them around easy. When it comes time to dust, you can pull them down, dust them easy. It's good. I love it. I love the convenience of having them. And like I said, I like making a setup, which is what I'm getting into over on this side of the room with new shelving. So once that side of the room is ready, the camera angle may shift over to the other side of the room, which is going to have the big X-Men diorama battling each other up top. And on the bottom, it's going to be all MCU stuff. So it's going to kind of be Marvel and probably another X-Men shelf in the middle because there's a ton of them. So I'll make sure to show you guys that as soon as that's done as well. But until next week, I guess, for the next weekly roundup, I'm going to end this video, but stay tuned for a ton more stuff. Again, I'm going to try pushing more content out on a weekly basis more often, other than just shorts and reels and things like that. But tons more unboxings to do, tons of Weiss Schwartz cards to do. Gigi's got some Pokemon cards she wants to do. We've got some Bunny Girls to do. I've got tons of Iron Studios pieces still in the way to go, from the X-Men line, from the Endgame line. Tons of stuff coming. I want to get everything done, but again, I'm still building the shelves for them over there. So it is a slow process. But yeah, again, I highly recommend all these pieces today. If you can get them, if you want to keep seeing me highlight these kind of things, let me know down below. Maybe you want to take a break from anime or something this week or whatever. And I will do more weeks like this because these seem to be pretty popular. But yeah, follow me on all the usual suspects. Got Facebook, dead zone. Instagram, kind of a dead zone. Twitter, post some pictures and stuff on there. TikTok, I'm on TikTok now as well. And obviously here on YouTube. So if there's anything you guys, again, want to see, you guys want me to highlight more of, let me know down below and I'll fit it in. But until then, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.